punch back your haters and pay evil for evil. What's up, my restored beauties? Welcome back to my channel. Should we pay evil for evil? Or as we can say in nowadays, should I punch you when you punch me? Should I punch somebody when they say something bad to me? Let's see what the Bible has to say about that. Let's continue because we have to do this video before my little one wakes up and takes over me in this house. I'm going to give you 3 different references. I'm just going to list them here. You can go and check them on your own, read them on your own, but all 3 of the references from the Bible say the same thing. See that none of you repays with evil for evil, but always aim to show kindness and seek to do good to one another and to everybody. And the other one starts the same. Do not pay evil for evil. And then Romans 12:17 says, do not pay anyone evil for evil. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everybody. These are just 3 references in the Bible, or 3 verses in the Bible that have the same command. Do not, do not, do not. But they also encourage us to do well instead of bad, and the blessings will flow. I'm pretty sure many of you have heard and read this, but I want you to pay attention closely to what I have discovered doing my research, or what's my take on this. Almost every day, someone will have said something evil to us, something bad, something mean, or someone has done something evil to us, or bad or mean. Someone insults you verbally, mentally, or abuses you physically. And then there's the social media evilness. Yes, there is evil in social media nowadays. Why? Well, because that is where you will find most of the people nowadays. Everybody's thumb is attached to their phone. And that is where people fight, like, dislike, argue, write mean comments, good comments, sour comments. And it can ruin our day if we let it. And no matter what evil comes toward us, the Bible warns us to not pay it back in the same manner or in the same amount. We should not engage in the same spirit, in the same act, because when we pay evil for evil, we are doing the exact thing as our attacker, as the person who attacks us, the person who hates us. We're just doing the same. We're falling into the same sack as they are, because that is exactly what they want. And sometimes it's hard, because what we want, what our flesh wants, is just crush them, hit them, punch them back, slap their faces, probably even harder than the punches that they throw at us. But it's very important for you and I to remain calm, take a step back, and remain calm until you understand why they say what they're saying, why they're doing what they're doing. Why is the attacker attacking you? Because our natural reflex, if somebody hits you right on the face, what's your natural reflex? Obviously, is to protect your face. Put your hand and defend yourself. That's natural. But there's a little slight difference when it comes when evil is done towards you. And I'm not talking about self-defense, okay? That's a whole different thing. If you have to defend yourself, somebody attacks you, you have to defend yourself. Yeah, defend yourself, Don't just sit there and say, hey, punch me. No, defend yourself. This is something else. And it's going to be very hard if you don't have Jesus in your heart. Sorry to disappoint you, but that's the truth. I've been there, done that. And even with people who have Jesus in their heart, it's very hard. Because many times when somebody does something to me, yeah, my natural instinct and my flesh is like, yeah, I want to go back in the same amount, But then that when you have Jesus in your heart, it's that voice, that silent voice that says, that helps you to calm down, to think twice before you act, don't do this, take a step back. That is if you're in constant communication with God. And that is where you and I learn self-control, and love. Because Jesus is more than capable in stopping us from doing evil, but it's our will. It's the choices that we make that stops him from moving. Although he can, but we have the free will. In the end, we make the choice whether we're gonna go punch somebody, punch that hater, or not. God is the, voice of reason in your ear, in your heart, in your mind. But it's up to you what you do with it, in the end. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna listen to him? Or are you gonna listen to your flesh and go and punch back your haters? In your life, in our life, we have to surrender our will to God. This way we develop love, patience, and self-control, and know when to activate which in due time, especially when evil comes your way, our way. Sometimes people engage in evil things out of spitefulness, simply out of spitefulness, hate, and they don't know better. Remember, if you don't see better, you won't do better. If no one taught you to be kind and nice to others, chances are you won't do or act nice until you see and learn to do better and be nice. So what should we do when others are doing evil to us, or when others are evil toward us? Aim to show kindness. Seek to do good to everyone. Repay evil with a blessing. And you might say, you really want me to go and do good to that person? Maybe you can't, because they might harm you. But you can say a good prayer for their soul. You can ask God to forgive them and bless them. You can ask God to open their mind. You can ask God to bless them with what they need, because a lot of people are mean and evil and hateful because they don't have what they need, and then when they see somebody else who has it, they have this rage, and it's natural. I mean, it's wrong, but it's natural. And they get raged and hateful and spiteful, jealous and envy, because they want that. So they will bash other people who have those on social media or whatever, wherever, and a lot of YouTubers deal with this. The bigger you grow, you're gonna have a bigger, not as much as bigger, but you're gonna have your haters are gonna grow as well. You're gonna have people who leave bad, mean comments and evil comments in your videos, in your channel, or any other social media platform. But you don't go after them. Ask God to bless them. Ask God to give them what they need, Ask God to guide them, because that is what they need, Then the last one is do what is right in front of others. No, I'm not saying go and punch back that person or go leave them the same evil and mean comment. No, you can say God bless you. That's it. Leave the revenge to God. Sometimes when evil people are mean to us, our natural instinct is to withdraw, come up with a plan. What are we gonna do to them so that we can pay them back? But the Bible is clearly telling us in these 3 verses what to do, what not to do, and what we get when we obey these verses, when we obey God, when we obey the golden rule, pay evil with good, don't pay evil with evil. And I've had that shown in many times in my life. Thank God I know better, and I want God's blessing in my life. So what you have to do is forgive and let it go, because you free your soul, you free yourself when you forgive those who do evil to you, but if you don't, you will be in prison, not them. They may not even remember that they've done or said something mean towards you. And if you get a chance to be kind to them, then be kind to those who do evil to you. If you don't get a chance, like I said, bless them in your prayers and ask God to heal their hearts. Yes, because hurting people hurt others. And if they don't want to accept your kindness, fine, move on. Bye. Sometimes a barking dog looks and sounds dangerous until you throw them a piece of meat, and then they stop barking at you, or until you come close to them and they open their mouth and they got no teeth. So you realize that they really can't hurt you. do what is right in front of others, because you never know who's watching. And definitely God is watching you. Sometimes in life we're tested, and our kids are our greatest spectators. They will learn from us and how to deal and how to respond to certain situations, especially when people do evil to us. And no matter how much you and I can teach our kids to be kind to one another or share by reading a book, it's not gonna mean as much as when they actually see you respond. You might have teenagers, you know, kids as young as 3, they will know, they know that, you know, by then they understand that, you know, what it means to be kind and what it means to be mean to somebody. And if they see you modeling that in front of them, they will be modeling and copying you. So remember, show kindness and do not repay evil for evil. You will receive a blessing in your life. Be example for them and for people around you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below if you had a situation where somebody did something to you or said something, and how you deal with it or how you dealt. Would love to hear it. You know, feel free to share it in the comments below. I have so many stories, so many instances, and I will definitely share them one day in my life. I actually had to work 5 years under somebody's nose who was very evil toward me, and I've learned so much through that process throughout those years, and definitely will share them one day. Be blessed. Bye bye. Be a part of it.